Welcome to Raily, Meets on the Move. Today we'll cover the prevalence and growth of long-distance relationships, the factors driving their increase, the dynamics and challenges of LDRs, expert advice for navigating them, the key components for LDR success, and the importance of honesty, intentionality, prioritization, boundaries, and trust in establishing a successful long-distance relationship. So we're talking about long-distance relationships, LDRs, today. In this day and age, where the world is more interconnected than ever before, LDRs have become pretty common. Thanks to technology, we can now connect with people who are miles away, and it's given us a whole new way of experiencing love and connection. In fact, there's a study from the Center for the Study of Long-Distance Relationships that found approximately 14 million couples in the US and 10 million couples in Europe are engaged in an LDR. That's a lot of people. Now, LDRs are a bit different from your traditional relationships. Around 32% of college students are in an LDR, and on average, the distance between these couples is about 125 miles. But here's the thing, not all LDRs work out. In fact, around 40% of them end in a breakup. That's because there are unique challenges that come with being in a long-distance relationship. However, don't lose hope just yet. A study published in the Journal of Communication found that LDR couples who managed to overcome these challenges often reported higher levels of satisfaction and intimacy, so it's not all doom and gloom. Nowadays, with globalization and people being more mobile than ever, LDRs have become a significant part of how we define relationships. Dr. Gregory Goldner even found that LDRs have been growing at a rate of 15% per year over the last decade. That's pretty significant. There are a few reasons why LDRs have become so prevalent. For one, people are pursuing education and career opportunities that often take them far away from their loved ones. Another factor is the rise of online dating platforms, which have made it easier for people to connect with potential partners regardless of where they are located. And of course, there are familial obligations that can sometimes keep people apart. So there's a lot going on here. But it's not just romantic relationships that are affected by distance. Friendships, familial bonds, and even professional connections can be maintained across geographical boundaries. Just think about it. With the rise of remote work culture and all the different online communication platforms available to us, we can now stay connected with people no matter where we are. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Understanding the psychology, sociology, and practical aspects of LDRs is so important in today's world. Whether you find yourself in an LDR by choice or by circumstance, it's crucial to have strategies and insights that can help you navigate the unique challenges that come with being apart from your partner or loved ones. That's what this article is all about. We want to delve into the complexities of LDRs and provide you with expert advice, statistical information, and real-world examples to give you a comprehensive guide for successfully managing love and connection across miles. Now, I know I've thrown a lot of information at you, but let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed. Long-distance relationships are tough. There's no denying that. But hey, don't let that discourage you. Raily, one of the leading online dating platforms for travelers, has seen many success stories that began with long-distance relationships. And there are plenty of members who are still in LDRs, making it work day by day. So we know it's possible. But a little extra advice never hurts, right? I have some hot tips from friends who have been in LDRs themselves. These are people who have been there, survived that, and they have some insights to share. So if you're wondering whether an LDR can work for you, listen up. First things first, communication is key. This is the foundation of any relationship, but it becomes even more crucial in an LDR. Make sure you and your partner are on the same page when it comes to how often you'll communicate and what methods you'll use. It's also important to be open and honest with each other about your wants, needs, and concerns. It's all about keeping the lines of communication open and ensuring that both parties feel heard and understood. Another tip is to make the most of your time together. Since you can't physically be with your partner all the time, it's important to cherish the moments when you are together. Plan special trips or activities that you can look forward to. Create memories that will sustain you during the times when you're apart. And don't forget to make use of technology. Video calls, text messages, and even snail mail can help bridge the distance between you and your loved one. Trust is absolutely essential in an LDR. Without trust, it's nearly impossible for any relationship to thrive, let alone one where you're physically distant from each other. Trust your partner and give them the benefit of the doubt. And if trust becomes an issue, address it openly and honestly. Don't let doubts or insecurities fester. It's important to have open and honest conversations about trust and work together to build a foundation of trust that can withstand the challenges of distance. Next up, maintaining your independence is key. It's easy to become overly dependent on your partner when you're in an LDR, but it's important to have your own hobbies, interests, and friends. Strike a balance between your relationship and your personal life. This not only helps keep things fresh between you and your partner, but also ensures that you have a strong support system of your own. And finally, have a plan for the future. Being in an LDR can't last forever, right? Eventually, you and your partner will want to be together in the same location, so it's important to have a plan for that. Discuss your long-term goals, dreams, and aspirations as a couple. Figure out how you can work towards being in the same place in the future. Having a shared vision for the future can help you stay focused and motivated during the challenging times. So, there you have it. LDRs may have their challenges, but they can also be incredibly rewarding. Whether you're in a long-distance romantic relationship, maintaining long-distance friendships, or managing professional connections across miles, understanding the dynamics and implementing strategies that work for you is key. We hope this article has provided you with valuable insights and advice that will help you navigate the beautiful but sometimes complex world of long-distance love and connection. So, you're considering getting into a long-distance relationship. That's great. But before you dive in, it's important to take a step back and evaluate yourself and your readiness for this unique kind of relationship. First of all, you need to analyze your emotional resilience and commitment levels. Long-distance relationships can be challenging, and statistics show that 40% of them end in breakup due to a lack of preparation. So it's crucial to really examine yourself and determine if you have what it takes to make it work. Once you're confident in yourself, it's time to think about how you can make the most of the limited time you have together in person. Quality time is a precious commodity in long-distance relationships, and studies have shown that effective use of in-person time fosters emotional intimacy, which is essential for the longevity of the relationship. Remember, it's not about how much time you spend together, but what you actually do during that time that matters. Next, you need to prioritize time and schedules. One of the top reasons for long-distance relationship failure is unequal prioritization, which can lead to a feeling of neglect. To avoid this, make sure to synchronize your schedules as much as possible. Regularly checking in with each other and aligning your priorities will help you build a stronger connection. In a long-distance relationship, it's important to make measured sacrifices. This means defining clear boundaries and understanding what you're willing to give up for the relationship. Being aware of your personal limits and communicating openly about them will help prevent any resentment from building up later on. Having a clear end game or shared vision is often the glue that holds a long-distance relationship together. It's important to map out future plans and work progressively towards them. This can be a powerful motivational force that keeps you both going, even when things get tough. Trust is absolutely paramount in a long-distance relationship. As relationship experts underscore, trust is even more important when physical presence is lacking. Trust fosters security and satisfaction, and it's the cornerstone that holds your relationship together. So make sure to build that trust and maintain it through open and honest communication. In conclusion, before getting into a long-distance relationship, take the time to evaluate yourself and your readiness. Focus on effective use of in-person time, prioritize your schedules, make measured sacrifices, envision an end game, and most importantly, build and maintain trust. With these strategies in place, you'll be better equipped to navigate the unique challenges of a long-distance relationship and increase your chances of success. LDRs, or long-distance relationships, can feel like a tangled web of emotions, but that doesn't mean they're impossible to navigate. In fact, studies show that LDRs have an overall success rate of 60%. That's pretty promising, right? So what makes these relationships work? Well, there are a few key ingredients. Firstly, honesty is crucial. Open communication and trust go hand in hand no matter the distance. You need to be willing to share your feelings, fears, and aspirations with your partner. Intentionality is another important factor. LDRs require effort and dedication. You have to actively prioritize your relationship and make time for each other. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. Setting well-defined boundaries is crucial. Since you can't always be physically present, clearly establishing what's acceptable and what's not can help manage expectations and avoid unnecessary misunderstandings. Having a clear end game is also vital. Long-distance relationships are not meant to be long-term. You have to have a plan for eventually being in the same place. This gives you both something to look forward to and work towards. And finally, unwavering trust is the foundation of any successful relationship, especially in an LDR. Trusting your partner and being trustworthy yourself is key to building a strong and lasting connection. So remember, LDRs may be complex, but with honesty, intentionality, prioritization, well-defined boundaries, a clear end game, and unwavering trust, they can definitely be attainable. Thanks for listening to today's episode, where we explored the prevalence and success of long-distance relationships. With over 14 million couples engaged in LDRs in the US and Europe, it's clear that they are here to stay. From self-evaluation and quality time to honesty and trust, we covered the essential elements needed for LDR success. So whether it's a romantic relationship, friendship, or professional connection, remember that with the right mindset and strategies, LDRs can thrive. I'll see you guys at the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.